I have 9 cats.
Are
Yeah.
you planning on having a child at all? And will the child be competing for attention
No,
with the
no,
cats?
that's just not an option for us.
You know, I don't know if there's a perfect equation for this, but I feel like 9 cats is like pretty much equal to 1 kid.
Hello?
Hi.
No fucking way.
Fucking way, dude. It's me. What's going on?
Dude, not much, man. You know, just got off work. Fucking chilling with my fiance. I have 9 cats. I don't know if I talked to the screener or whatever earlier, but what's up with you, man?
You have 9 cats?
Dude, I do. It started with 3, and then my girlfriend, well, my fiance, she moved in. She has a munchkin cat, and yeah, from there, my best friend, Taylor, he called me up and was like, hey, dude, I found these fucking kittens in my project car. And I was like, all right, well, we'll come check them out. And then when we got there, we were like, okay,
wait a minute.
we'll
Hold on. I want you to put a pin in the story. Your friend found kittens in his car?
Yeah, so he, like, does, like, work on cars and stuff like that with my other buddy. And apparently there was like a cat in the area that had some kittens and just like left it in the car.
So he bought a car without knowing that there were kittens in it?
No. He was working on the car in a garage, and he like got there after work one day.
Oh,
and
okay.
Went to check. Yeah, and he found like.
Okay, they found themselves in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still can't believe I'm on the line with you right now. That's fucking insane.
Wait, so you just took all of them?
I'm sorry, what?
So you just took all these cats?
Yeah, so the initial idea was like, okay, I'm just going to take care of them and then foster them out. But then it kind of devolved into this situation of, I guess I'm a crazy cat person because I fucking, like, every day during my lunch break at work, I work as an administrative assistant at this law firm. And every day I go and I'd have to bottle feed them and stuff like that. And my girlfriend, well, my fiance, she's a nurse. So together we make a decent salary, so we can afford it. It's just like, when I tell people I have 9 cats, they're like, "Oh my god, this guy's fucking crazy." But realistically, they're well kept.
Do you have which one? And look, here's the thing: you can be honest about this because cats don't understand English, so you can feel free.
Dude, you say that, but space. Like, I don't know.
Which
dude,
one is which one is your favorite?
That's fucked up, man.
They're not gonna know, dude. Which one's your favorite?
I don't know that I could rank them, dude. Okay, I'd put my absolute favorite one is this Siamese cat who's like 16 pounds. He was the second cat I ever got. He's a little special, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could say that, but take from that what you will, you know what I mean? But he's very loyal. He acts almost like a dog. Yeah,
dogs kind of are just dumb cats.
You know, they say dogs are smarter than cats, but I don't know that I believe that because, you know, cats know how to use the bathroom correctly when they're like fucking the size of your hand.
Do they really? I feel like, well, don't they, if they knew how to use if they knew how to use a bathroom correctly, why would they?
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with this. Okay, so
why would they need
the litter box? They use the litter box correctly, but I do know people who have trained their cats to use a toilet.
Is that true?
That is factually accurate.
Well, what's your name again?
So I didn't even say that. My name's Corey.
Corey. Well, Corey, let me ask you a question. Is there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about? We can keep talking about cats if you want to talk cats. Oh, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Are you planning on having a child at all? And will the child be competing for attention with the cats?
No. Okay, so that's a good one. Me and my fiance are not really into the idea of kids. So, I mean, that's just not an option for us, I guess you could say. So, like, I guess, you know, at some point, maybe the idea of adoption would be on the table, but I don't see that kids would ever be on the equation. So when we got offered these cats, we were like, well, we're not going to have kids, so, you know, fuck it.
You know, I don't know if there's a perfect equation for this, but I feel like 9 cats is like pretty much equal to 1 kid. Maybe even more than 1 kid.
No. If anything, it's cost, you know, because I've done the math. It's way cheaper than a kid, like at least half off.
How much? Okay, how much money per cat are we talking? How much money per cat per month are we talking?
Oh, that's tough. What would you say, babe? Yeah. Maybe like per cat.
Yeah.
50 per cat, I'd say, probably 50 to 60 per cat.
50 to what's 50 times 9? All right, it's like,
come on, bro. I'm a fucking political science major. Don't ask me math questions.
Oh, when you said, "Oh, come on, bro," I thought you were getting upset with me for not knowing that, and I was about to say you're right. No. I was about to agree with you. I should know what 5 times 9 is. I was about to agree with you. I was about to thank you for putting me in my place for not knowing math because, you know, I'm an adult. I should know what 5 times 9 is.
Dude, I'm right there with you.
Anyway, okay, so back to what you want. You said was there anything you wanted to talk about in particular besides cats?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the question would be, what did you do before this?
What did I do before this?
Yeah, I'm just curious because I kind of came across your entire thing by accident. You know, like I've had friends who watched it, you know, since the beginning of when you started all this, and I'm just curious how you kind of got into the whole, you know, shtick. Because I mean, honestly, it's impressive. It's random, and it's like, I'm just curious how you came into that and like what you did before.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I mean, before this, I let's see, I started doing this in the summer of 2020, and like, shit. I mean, I started doing this like 6 months after I got out of college, pretty much. I used to have been doing stand-up comedy and fucking making movies and shit since I was
Can I stop you for a second?
kid. Sure.
Okay, so when you say you did stand-up, you know, I think a lot of people want that platform to be able to express themselves and like give their own kind of take on it, but I feel like a lot of people try to like imitate the style of other people instead of just expressing themselves in a way that's kind of like, and I guess that can tie into a lot, like everything, like the idea of being unique is inherently, you know, complex. So how did you, like, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, get the balls to do that?
Well, it's funny you say that because, I started doing stand-up when I was in high school. So I started when I was like 16 and I quit when I was like 22. And for the first half of my time doing stand-up, I was pretty much imitating Hannibal Buress. And then the second half of me doing stand-up, I was imitating Norm Macdonald.
That's a pretty good mix, man.
Well, you were right. I mean, I was just doing, you know, rip off Norm Macdonald shit. So, you know, I mean, it's funny. I won't shut the fuck up about going on this tour, but it's funny because I had quit doing stand-up comedy. It's so fun. So I'll tell you this. I was in college and I was like at this comedy show and like I wasn't on the show, but like I was there just to hang out, and I saw this other comedian there who I knew, who was also just there hanging out but not on the show, and I said to him, I was like, man, isn't it nice to just like hang out and enjoy the evening and not have to go on stage and like perform. And he looked at me like I was crazy. This comedian who wasn't on the show, he looked at me and he was like, "What are you talking about, man? You're a I always want to be on stage. Why do you think I'm doing this? I always want to be on stage, telling jokes every night that I can." And that's when I realized that I couldn't do it, because I was like,
how old was he?
How old was he? He was a little bit older than me. But anyway, I was just like, oh, if I don't feel like that the way that this guy does, then I'm not gonna, make it. And I should, honestly, if I don't feel that way about this, why am I even doing it? If I'm not like, oh, I always want to.
That's a really good point. Sneezed. I think a lot of people, they get told this idea of like, if you're not passionate about it or you're not doing something you enjoy, why are you doing it? And if you're not going to be the best at what you're doing, then why do it? And I think that ties into like, the whole capitalistic and grading imbuement and within the education system. But
all right, now you're getting now. All right, now you're going all over the place. But but anyway, I don't. This story has nothing to do with capitalism. This is just a story of my whatever. But but I remember I walked home that night just fucking depressed because my whole entire fucking life was about like trying to do stand up, and all my friends were from stand up and everything, and I was like, well shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore. I'd like given up. And now I'm doing these fucking live shows, which is like insane. It's a weird roundabout way back to it. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I was in college before.
Okay, yeah, no, I was just curious how you kind of came into it. I think that's, kind of informative, really, that, you felt that way. I think a lot of people go through something similar in terms of, the whole, fuck this, I'm just going to give up. I know I felt that way about, like, law school before. I just was like, fuck this, I'm just going to work at law firms instead of getting all this debt, so. But it's cool that you came back into it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. I was thinking about it while I was...
that's the part that interests me the most, more so, because it's like, I do think it's cool that you did stand up, and I think that probably gives you like a background in, appealing to the different ways of framing a conversation with people. But like, how'd you come about like the idea of this streaming? Like, I heard you say one time, you're like, I'm Green Oprah. And I was like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking genius.
Oh, well, I said that. I said that in jest. I hope I'm not Green Oprah. I don't want to be Green Oprah.
No, I'm sure you don't. I'm sure.
How did I just fucking around. I don't have like a cool story, honestly. I just, it's really just kind of fucking around on Reddit.
Dude, that's even better, honestly.
I wish I had a cool story. I wish sometimes I tell people that a gecko visited me in a burning bush, but that's some story I lifted from the Torah.
That's the dream right there, man.
Yeah, but the story of me being a gecko, it has nothing to do with the story of me being a gecko. It has nothing to do with capitalism or with whatever's going on in between Israel and Palestine. It's a fully insular thing. Dude. What were you saying?
So, if you had to choose a spirit animal, would you say it is the gecko?
I thought you were going to ask me if I had to choose a side between Israel and Palestine. I'm glad you didn't, because I don't have an answer.
Oh my God, I'd never, dude.
Do I have a spirit animal? I mean, I like again, all my realizations about this whole thing have come after the fact. They weren't like, oh, I, like talking to people, or I like trying to be funny, or any of that stuff. It all came after the fact. I was like, oh yeah, this thing that I fell into makes sense looking backwards.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like I'm a sloth. I feel very slothy. What's your fucking spirit animal?
Dude, that's tough. I'd say either the raccoon or the sloth, man.
Either the raccoon or the sloth?
maybe a mixture of both.
Huh.
Wow.
Well, I feel like you learned about me, which you got me to talk about myself. I try to avoid talking about myself.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen, actually. That was kind of the goal, to be honest.
I don't know. You have this inviting stoner energy that caused me to share.
Well, I'll give you that. I am baked as a cake, my guy.
Oh, you didn't have to tell me.
That's fucked up. Everyone's like, dude, you sound like Crush the Turtle, man.
You know what is a genre of TikTok video that I've been really enjoying that's been coming up is people go to the Turtle Talk attraction at Disney World, which is like where you can like they have like an animated like an animated kind of digital puppet of Crush the Turtle, and like it'll talk back to you, and like kids will talk to it and shit, and it has really good responses for things. Have you ever seen
this video? So it's like one of those fucking, it's like a parrot almost, but it's a turtle.
You are very stoned right now.
Yes.
What the hell was I gonna say? What is your name?
Corey.
Corey. Did I learn anything about you? Oh wait, I did. I learned that you have 9 cats, and you learned that I have no idea
that I
what
smoke.
I'm doing.
You know, I have 9 cats, and that's about it.
Is there anything else that you want to know about me, or that you want to tell me about you before we go?
I guess. How often do you smoke?
Late. I mean,
for me, it's every day. Every single day.
I'm at a point where I'm never high. If you're like you have never seen me high. Like I don't get stoned and go on stream.
There's no way, dude. There's been like 2 or 3 episodes on YouTube where you look roasted as fucking can be.
You sound so fucking funny, man. You've never seen me high before. I don't get high before I go on stream or stage or out to do interviews or any of that stuff. I wouldn't be able to function as a person.
No, I understand that 100%. Yeah,
but I also probably. I mean, I'm a pretty big stoner. I get high. I probably also get high every day, which, I don't know if I should do that. But it's hard to I don't know. I always forget with weed that like you know how there was a big campaign against people have been campaigning against cigarettes, like that they're bad for you. You know,
dude, I was telling my fiance this the other day. I was like, honestly, like if you're gonna pick an evil corporation to work for, go work at Big Tobacco. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's so much money in it, dude. And like, if you're at least donating to like these this sounds so evil. I sound like an evil character, fucking lobbying for like the generation to like. Whatever. All I'm saying is,
you have to balance out your anti-capitalist rant with some nice.
Whoa! It wasn't anti-capitalist. What I was getting at by that, my man, was you didn't feel the same level of desire as that guy. So
I'm just joking. With
I know you're busting my balls. I know, man.
What is your name?
Well,
again?
yeah, no, Corey.
Okay. To answer your question, but I forgot that, like, I mean, smoking is bad for you, no matter what you're smoking. It's like dude, people will try to adamantly defend it. And like I smoke weed every day, but I also.
Here's the real fucking question: if you love sugar, why the fuck aren't you just on the edibles?
I don't like edibles. Because
what?
You can't.
Oh, you just haven't got some fire, dude. I'm telling you. They got some shit out there that feels almost like a microdose of mushrooms when you eat that shit.
Yeah, I don't like that. Well, it's too powerful for me, and also I don't like that you kind of buy the ticket and you take the ride with like a vape or a joint or something. Like you can kind of portion it out.
Yeah. It's like play as you go. You know what I'm saying?
It's play as you go, exactly. But I'm trying to smoke. I'm not actively trying, but it would be nice if I didn't smoke weed every day. I've had a couple of
Dude,
I don't
it's
make
crazy
I don't make it
because
I don't make it a
I've
point to
been.
smoke weed every day,
Uh-huh.
but it just kind of
Did you ever like
happens.
smoke cigarettes and stuff like that before? Like,
No, I'm not I do a very annoying thing. Every once in a while, if I'm with somebody who's smoking a cigarette,
you'll
I
ask
will
them for one.
No. I will this is worse. I will ask them for a hit of their cigarette. That's all I want. I don't I
You know, you say that it's super How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty common, I'd say, behavior for around that age.
What, just smoking a hit of someone's cigarette?
Dude, my friends used to be like that all the time, and they'd steal my fucking lighters, you know what I'm saying? Any chance they got.
How old are you?
29, dude, but I look like I'm like 19, so it kind of pays off.
Well, look, stay. Oh my God, I suck. I forgot your name. It's Corey. Corey,
Yeah.
stay young. All right.
Dude, forever young, my guy.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Buy Milady NFTs.
What are Milady NFTs?
Dude, put them on game, Therapy Gecko. Milady's, Romelia, and fucking Schizo posters, dude.
Dude, you are the absolute last person I thought would end the call by talking about NFTs.
I like to mix it up, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get to have another meeting, my guy.
I respect that. You know what? I love any person where you don't. Some people you can kind of predict how they're going to feel about certain things or what they're going to say next, but not you. You're a wild card, and I appreciate that about you.
Dude, you got no idea, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, my guy.
Hey, you too. You take care.
You too, bud.
NFTs, big tobacco, and cats. We're really doing it. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, who is this?
My name is Janessa. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Janessa?
I'm doing good. I just want to say I've been watching you since 2021.
Oh, cool.
You remind me a lot of my brother, actually. So that's why I think I watch you a lot.
What's your brother like?
Well, you have more of his personality. He's a mechanic. He's working on bass, though. Yeah, he's a mechanic. He plays video games a lot. He collects machetes and knives. Not in a weird way, but more of a,
In your opinion, what differentiates collecting machetes and knives in a weird way versus just regular collecting them? Is it the intent, I suppose? Is it like, are you collecting the machetes and knives to kill boars? And if you are, is it because you're a hunter and you genuinely need to kill the boars for, sustenance, or just because you like killing boars? You know what? That was a complicated question. Let's talk more about you.
Okay.
Janessa.
Yeah.
What's your life like, Janessa?
My life's pretty mellow. I work at Walmart. I live with my boyfriend. I don't do much.
Now, I want to know more about working at Walmart. I don't think I've talked to anyone on the stream, as far as I know, who's worked at Walmart. And I have my idea of what... Can I ask you what state you're in? Is that too much personal information?
No, I'm in Utah. I was the one who asked if you've been to Utah before, and you said you have, but... Oh,
yes, you asked me. I was just in Utah. I was just in Salt Lake City. A lot of Mormons there. Are you a Mormon?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you work at a Walmart in Utah. What is Utah? What is a Walmart in Utah like? Paint the scene for me. I'm curious.
Well, there's very different kinds. Some are nice. Some look a little trashy. I want to say the one I work in is pretty decent. It's in a nice place where there's nice people. It really just depends on where you live at. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. How long have you been working at this Walmart for?
We're about 7, 8 months now. I transferred from the West Valley one. That one was okay. It was a neighborhood Walmart, so it wasn't too bad, but the people there suck.
Why did the people at the West Valley Walmart suck?
Very sassy with attitude and always picking on you if they didn't like you, talking behind your back, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of drama that I didn't necessarily enjoy, so secluded myself out of there.
Wait, so did you transfer specifically because of all the drama going on?
No, actually, I lived with my best friend. She was pregnant, and she asked me to move in with her to help her around, along with her mom and her boyfriend. And when I got there and I got my job, they told me that rent was going to be $900 for a 1-bedroom and a bathroom, and they said it included groceries, but I didn't really eat the kind of food they ate, so I was kind of...
Wait a minute, you got so it was $900 to live with your friend in one of the bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Not a 1-bedroom.
Yes, so one.
Okay, that tripped me up.
Tiny little room.
Okay, and they were making, and they said you chipped in for groceries, and everyone kind of fed off the same groceries.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
Yeah, it was pretty nice, but 2 of the people were only paying $400, so I want to say I didn't see that as fair, because I felt like I was being taken advantage of a little. And I feel bad, but I'm thriving now. Paying off my credit card. I paid off a loan a while ago, and I'm very much more happier.
So did you make more money at the new Walmart than at the West Valley one?
So I made more at the West Valley because I was doing overnights. So at like 10 a.m. to 7 or 8 a.m. I want to say.
Oh, so 10 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Yes.
Man, I want to know more about the vibe of a Walmart in suburban Utah at 3 o'clock in the morning. Who is there?
Well, I work with my boyfriend's sister and half of his family. So I don't know. I don't really talk to many people. I just do what I do. There was a lot of drama. There's one lady that causes a lot of drama, though. I will say that.
Was it a patron or somebody working there?
Someone who works there.
What kind of drama was she causing? If you don't mind sharing.
No, of course, yeah. So she's been complaining about doing her work. She's a Mexican lady. Not to be in any type of, like I want to say it. Okay, no. Yeah, mid-50s, always complaining about her work, talking bad about people, and just not really trying to be a team player, and instead of being a drama queen, I guess.
I want to know, okay, so this lady seems to have a negative attitude about just, wherever she's at. What was your attitude about working at Walmart? Like, how did you feel every day in general?
Well, I do stocking, so usually every day it's different because they'll need to do candy or work in the back and pull some pallets out or do price verification, which is my job. It's not hard, but I do it 4 days a week, and then on Thursdays I get the top stock down, and that's usually my free day where I can actually stretch my legs and walk around.
So you were not in a patron facing role. So you didn't have like You didn't have to deal with whoever the hell is going to Walmart at 3 o'clock in the morning. Spoiler alert, it's me getting candy. But I don't know who else. I don't know. I mean, I don't live in Utah. But I mean, did you walk out on the floor, or were you mainly in the back?
Yeah. I walk out on the floor. I'm in all the departments. So what price verification is I had to scan the tags, all of them, on the shelves to make sure they're the right price. And if they're not, then I had to reprint them and put them out and then log it, write all the numbers down and which one was the prices and...
I want to know, like, you know, you've talked a little bit about your coworkers. There's the 50-year-old lady who hates her life. Who's hanging out in this Walmart at 3 a.m.? What are the people what are they usually there to get?
Well, I don't believe we open at 3. We're not a 24-hour Walmart.
Oh, okay. You're there. You're in the back stocking. There's not folks walking in there at 3 a.m.
Yeah, no, I do day shifts now. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kinds of people are hanging around the Walmart?
Usually old people. A lot of old people. Some kids. When school gets out or on the weekends.
Do you ever talk to the old people?
Sometimes when they need help, I'll let them know if they need anything to let me know. And if they have something good, I'll mention it. Be like, oh, that's awesome.
When they have something good, tell me about the last thing an old person mentioned to you that was good that you said was awesome.
So it was with Peeps, we were selling Easter candy, and he asked me which one was better because he had a watermelon one and a Dr. Pepper one. I was like, well, my boyfriend likes the Dr. Pepper one. The flavor is very, I mean, you can tell it's Dr. Pepper by its flavor. So I let him know, and then he's like, oh, maybe I'll take that one by myself then.
You know what's funny to me is that these people are asking you about the products in the Walmart as if you have sampled every product in the Walmart. And they were correct. You had sampled both the watermelon and the Dr. Pepper.
Well, not the watermelon, just the Dr. Pepper one.
How were they? Because Dr. Pepper Peeps are like absolutely the kind of thing that I would have.
They're pretty good. I'm not a Peep fan. My boyfriend is. I bought him like 3. He has some in the pantry right now.
Okay, so you were able to give good advice to an old person about Dr. Pepper Peeps, but you know what? You know how people are like, man, when I reach like 80, I'm just gonna do heroin because fuck it. Like, that's how I think. That's how I feel about Dr. Pepper Peeps. Is when I'm 80, that's gonna be my entire diet. Is Dr. Pepper Peeps. And I'll have died doing what I love, which is eating crazy things. Tell me, I want to know more about you. What's your goal in life? What is do you have an aspiration of some kind? Do you have hopes and dreams?
It's a good question. I don't think about that often, actually. I just been focusing on work. I don't know what I want to do. I had plans when I was in high school, but that was about 3 years ago. So I'm just working, trying to find my path, and hopefully I'll find it soon because me and my boyfriend are getting our own apartment, and hopefully I can figure out then.
What were your hopes and dreams when you were in high school?
I wanted to join the military. I went to a military school and everything, and then I wanted to be a nurse in the military, and then when people were telling me that it was so hard, I don't know if it would be a good fit, I kind of just drifted away and started focusing on myself.
Do you still have a desire to join the military, or are you I was gonna say working at Walmart at 3 o'clock in the morning sounds more like the military than the military.
I mean, I do think about it sometimes, every now and then, if I don't know what to do by the time I'm like 25 maybe. But Other than that, I don't know.
What do you, aside from career, do you have spiritual goals? Do you have emotional goals? Do you have?
I do.
What are they?
I don't know. I do, but it's hard to explain it. I just like keeping my room clean. That's a goal that makes me feel relief for getting more hours at work. That's also a relief. It gives me pleasure in what I feel accomplished. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm inspired by this, by the way, because I'm out here like egging you on for some weird spacey ayahuasca inspired answer, and you gave me something that's grounded, and I'm inspired by that because I'm like, you know, I feel like I could ground my thinking a bit better and, you know, clean my own fucking room and have that be my my goal. So you've inspired me with this.
Are you though?
Am I inspired? Yes, I am. I'm not just fucking with you. Do you think I'm fucking with you?
No, I don't know. You could. I don't know.
No, I am. Well, did you clean your room today?
I did. I cleaned the room and I did the dishes.
I mean, I'm streaming at my house right now. You can see in the frame all of the trash that's lying around. That's how much I've been not cleaning my room, is that, I didn't even tidy up for this fucking street. I usually am in the sky or the clouds, but now I'm breaking the illusion and I'm in, let's see, what kind of trash is lying around? There's a fucking plastic bags everywhere that used to have, fucking weed in them and stuff. Anyway, no, you have inspired me. I'm gonna throw out those plastic bags, and that'll be my first step toward enlightenment.
There you go. Trash is always the first step to cleaning your room.
What is your name again?
My name is Janessa.
Janessa, is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
You know what? This is my first time being on. I was very nervous. My legs got a little shaky and weak. I'm walking around right now. I'm pacing, and I'm so excited, and I appreciate it very much.
Well, thank you very much, and you have a good night, and you've inspired me to both clean my room, and once I clean my room, I am going to reward myself with some Dr. Pepper Peeps.
Yes.
If I can find them.
And can I say one more thing?
Of course you can.
I would love to give a shout out to my brother, Popeye. He's the one I looked up to the most, who gives me that inspiration every day. And I don't know what I would do without him.
Is his name really Popeye?
His name's Benjamin, but Popeye.
No, don't lie to me. Tell me his name is really Popeye.
All right, Popeye. Is that what you want?
Good. That is exactly what I wanted. Well, why do they call him Popeye? I'm curious.
Well, when he was a baby, he was really chunky, and the rolls on his arm made it look like he had muscles. So we would call him Popeye.
Well, I'm honored that I remind you of somebody named Popeye. That's pretty cool. All right, Janessa, you have a good rest of the night. Thank you for calling.
All right, thank you. You too.
It's funny because I look like spinach.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Well, what is your name, sir?
I'm Quentin.
Quentin?
Quentin. Like the director, but my dad says like the prison, like San Quentin in California.
There's a Quentin prison in California?
Yeah, San Quentin.
Is that a famous prison?
It is a famous prison. I think a bunch of criminals have been sent to San Quentin.
What? Who are there? Is it like famous criminals?
None that I can name off the top of my head, but I know it's like got a lot of death row inmates.
Okay.
I'm not actually named after San Quentin, but my dad just jokes around and says that I'm named after San Quentin. It's actually his middle name, but
San Quentin is a song by Nickelback. Actually, did you know this?
I did not know that. That's funny.
San Quentin Prison. I'm looking this up. I don't usually look things up, but I'm looking this up. San Quentin. It's California's oldest prison. It's the oldest prison in California. Let's see. Oh, current notable inmates. Wayne Adam Ford, convicted of murder and sentenced to death in 2006. Oh, he's not even dead yet. He's just hanging out. He's just hanging out. Anyway. What are you doing? What's going on? How can I get you today?
I just wanted to call in and share, I guess, kind of an unusual story that you might find interesting.
Okay. I'm a fan of the unusual.
Okay, so I guess I'll just start at the beginning of the story, and I'll try to fill in any gaps that I might miss. So I went to college up in Burlington, Vermont, so way, way, way up by, like, the Canadian border in, like, 2018, 2019. And, like, really quickly started to hate it. I, like, fell into the wrong crowd, was doing the wrong things, wasn't really paying attention in school, was doing, like, a terrible job in school. And then I met this girl who was, like, in the room below me, and we got together. We really fell in love. We really cared for each other. We got together, like, right at the end of her freshman year, and going into our sophomore year, we were like, this school is kind of a scam. It's a money suck. We don't want to be here anymore. Done with this. We dropped out. And we were just hanging out in Burlington, Vermont without going to school. And we were just kind of hanging out, which is a terrible thing to do.
So you meet this girl, in the dorms, you said?
Yeah, she was literally like the room right below me.
Okay, and so you guys are just you drop out. You drop out what, after freshman year?
Yeah, like the summer after our freshman year.
All right, and you're hanging out in Burlington, Vermont.
Yeah, and then we get jobs working in kitchens. So she's working as like a dishwasher somewhere. I'm working at a dishwasher at another spot, and we like work our way up as like prep cooks. So we're like prep cooks at different kitchens. And over the summer, we like fall in love with food. We really fall in love with cooking, and we're like kind of falling more in love with each other over the summer. And then like as the winter comes, and I don't know if you've ever been to Burlington, but the winter in Burlington is terrible. Doesn't matter like how many layers you have on or how many blankets you have over you, you're gonna be cold. It's terrible up there.
I've been to Burlington Coat Factory, and now that you mention it, I get why somebody was inspired to make a coat factory there, because they were like, it's so cold here, people are gonna need coats.
Terrible. It's a terrible place to live. But anyway, so we decided to get married in the winter of 2020. So it was it was before the pandemic. We decided to get married New Year's Eve 2020. So it makes our anniversary super, super easy, really easy to count. And it was just like 5 of our friends, our pets, and we just like went to the courthouse and got it signed.
Wait,
we didn't
you brought
even
your
like
pet?
tell our parents or.
Wait, what about your pets were at your wedding?
Yeah, we didn't have like cats and dogs. We just had one big ball python. So like we had the python like around our necks while we were like reading our vows and signing the papers and everything.
You read your vows with a python around your neck?
Yeah, but not at like a real wedding ceremony. It was in our living room with like 4 of our friends.
Who was the officiant for this?
Our friend who we ordained on their car ride up there. You can just like get ordained online.
Oh yeah. Do you have photos of this? This sounds kind of rad.
Oh, we got a bunch of photos, yeah. And then my actual favorite part is you can see the progression. So you see everybody walking up the driveway, getting into the house, us doing the ceremony, and then everybody going out to the porch and smoking a shit ton of weed right after.
This sounds like of trippy wedding. If I was stoned and I was seeing like 2 people getting married with a fucking python. So wait, so the python is long enough. Is the python long enough that it goes around both of your guys' necks?
Yeah, he could definitely do that.
That sounds like some kind of like ancient ceremonial thing of like if you have a python bind both of you guys together, it like makes your love everlasting or some shit. Is that where you got that from, or are you just crazy?
I think so. Yeah, we were pretty out there people when we were living there, eating a lot of mushrooms, doing a good amount of acid. So yeah, definitely in that headspace.
So what happened after you guys were, by the way, I know your buddy went and paid the $10 at the Universal Life Church to get ordained, but I think the python was the true officiant of that ceremony.
I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with that. And I think the photos serve that justice as well.
So what happened after that? How's the marriage going?
So after that, excellent. So we moved out of Burlington because we really couldn't like keep going there. And we didn't really know where we were going to go. So we came back to where my parents are, which is on like the way east coast of Massachusetts, like below Boston. Not to like super specifically geolocate myself. But that's where we just wound up, and we were living with my parents for like a year and a half. And my dad owns like the strip mall, and it's kind of a rundown strip mall, and he had this one empty space in it for a while. And he saw how much my wife and I love to cook, and he really pushed for us to put something in this space. So over like a year and a half, we suited it out to be like this breakfast sandwich spot kind of deal. So now every day we get up at 4 a.m. and we go make bacon, egg, and cheeses all day.
Your dad gave you a spot in the mall to make bacon, egg, and cheeses?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Where in the mall is this?
So it's not like a mall, it's like a strip mall. So it's like 4 storefronts in like one building. So it's like the last storefront on the way right.
Oh, okay. So he gave you like you have a whole ass location of making these bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. What's it called? Do you have a name for this business?
Yeah, it's called the Black Cat.
The Black Cat. What is it now?
Yeah.
Why is that all you guys do? Is make the bacon, egg, and cheeses?
So we have like full breakfast, so you can come and like hang out at the counter, and we've got like cartoons on the TV, and we've got like music playing over the speaker. And you can get like bacon, pancakes, eggs, whatever. And then we make all the bread in house. So we make all the like English muffins, sandwich bread, everything, all the like donuts, cookies, muffins, all that stuff. We make it there. And then we've got just like really, really, really good egg sandwiches. So we've got like a huge menu of sandwiches.
Is it you and your wife every day making them, or do you guys have like employees and stuff?
We have like 3 employees on the weekend, but the rest of the week it's just us.
And how's business?
Business is good. Business is really good, but managing it's a lot.
Huh. Okay, so you dropped out of school. And so you dropped out of school, and so your dad was like, all right, well, if you're not going to school, come make bacon, egg, and cheeses at my strip mall.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's kind of, that sounds like a fucking good gig.
It is a good gig. I feel very blessed for the gig that I was given.
Do you have a picture hanging up on the wall of the Black Cat of the Python wedding?
No, we don't. We just have a lot of pictures of like art and our black cat, because we have black cats. I've always grown up with black cats, and we struggled coming up with a name. And so my mom literally just threw it out one day, and we all just thought that it fit. So we just have a bunch of pictures of our like black cat pets. But no,
I'm mildly, I'm mildly disappointed that the cat got the name of the fucking sandwich place, because I feel like the python was putting in a lot of work to bless your guys' marriage, and he should have. I mean, here's the thing: the scary python doesn't sound like a good name for a breakfast place, but if you guys were like, if you were running a bar, the python would have gotten.
That's true. That's definitely yeah. Maybe we'll open a bar next.
So, so is there any more to the story?
That's pretty much it. I was just because I'm very proud of the story because there was a period of time in between me dropping out and us opening this restaurant where everybody saw that I dropped out of school and I wasn't working and I was just living at my parents, and they were like, I don't know what this kid's doing. I don't know where he's going. I'm worried about him. I was smoking an insane amount of weed. I wasn't doing anything. But now I'm doing this. So
Are you still smoking an insane amount of weed?
I'm smoking an insane amount of hash. So I've, diverted, but I'm productive.
That sounds worse than smoking an insane amount of weed.
No. It's much better. Trust me, Lyle. Trust me.
What even is hash? I don't really understand.
So I don't want to dominate the whole rest of your stream and get into the itty bitty details of it, but it's pretty much
we can do the hash minute.
Okay, the hash minute is they take the plant, they wash all of the special stuff off the plant, and then they press it, and what they press you can dab. I don't know if you've heard of dabbing.
Oh yeah, I know
some people are really opposed to dabbing. Some people are like, dabbing's crazy, but I've got my dabbing style dialed in.
Do you want to tell us where this restaurant is, or does that put you on blast? Do you want it? If you want to, I mean, people will come from this podcast.
No, what I'll do is I'll put our Instagram, and then everything from our Instagram, you can get to. You can get to all you need about us from our Instagram.
What state are you in?
We're in Massachusetts.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can plug the Instagram. Maybe. Where are you, near Boston at all?
I'm 20 miles south of Boston, and what's actually really cool is I'm literally right on a state highway south of Boston. So if you leave Boston and go south, I'm exactly 35 minutes south.
Okay. Yeah. It's, plug your Instagram. Let me know if anyone comes to. I don't think I've done something like this where people have plugged a physical location, but let me know how many people. If you go to this restaurant or this bacon, egg, and cheese place, tell them the Gecko sent you. I want to see how many people come. I'm worried that we might get too busy. All right, it's Black Cat Cohasset. Okay. You gotta say that again.
Yeah. Let me get it up so I can make sure I'm spelling it right. I was born and raised in Cohasset, and I don't even know how to spell it every time I say it.
Black Cat Cohasset. Let me look that up.
Yeah, right. So it's Black Cat, and then Cohasset, Cohasset.
There we go. Okay, I found it. Family-run specialty breakfast sandwich shop. Closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Wait, okay, hold on. These apple pie Pop-Tarts actually look pretty fucking good.
Thank you.
Wait, some of the shit you guys have on your Instagram looks really good. Damn.
Thank you. We make all of it ourselves. It's literally just my wife and I. Nobody else makes any of it.
Here's the cat. Oh, this is nice. You guys make creme brulees? Oh no, those aren't creme brulees. Sorry, I got excited. Well, shit. Somebody in the chat just said anything family run is shit, which is hilarious. They're just like, if it's not Starbucks, I'm not into it.
Nah, they gotta come check us out. We have really good coffee. I'm really proud of our coffee.
Well, what's next for you in life? Do you hope to make a chain of? It sounds like you're there.
I'm at the restaurant?
No, you're just where you're meant to be.
Oh, universally.
Universally, you're tied eternally to a human being via the power of a snake, and you sell cookies.
Yeah, I will say the only downside is I'm a very artistic and creative person, and running this business has taken a lot of energy from that.
I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for you to get creative, right? Can you host poetry nights there or some shit like that?
We could definitely do that. I'm like, I really like glass blowing. I blow glass in my parents' garage, and like that's
Okay.
my specific like art of choice. And just that specifically, I haven't been able to.
You like
do
to make
since-
bongs.
I like to make bongs. You
You to
saw
make
that
bongs.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah. When
you got
people
it.
say they're into maybe this is insulting to the glass blowing community, but when people say they're into glass blowing, I just like. You either make, from my uninformed opinion, if you're into glass blowing, you either sell vases to rich people or Rick and Morty bongs to like stoner 16-year-olds.
Nah, but the bongs that I'm into, they're bongs getting sold to other rich people. They're like bongs for rich people.
You make bongs for, what isn't a bong for rich people?
I don't make bongs for rich people, but like the type of glass blowing I do, the like best artists of the glass blowing I do, they make like $125,000 bongs.
$125,000 bongs.
Yes.
You should make the black cat. I feel like you could make the black cat a breakfast. Make it like a wake and bake sort of fucking. You're like a head shop, but you also sell cheese sandwiches.
We're playing the Grateful Dead 24/7 in the restaurant.
I don't know who, but somebody is gonna come to this place and get stoned and order one of your cookies. What is it? The black
Nobody asks
cat,
for drugs at the restaurant.
Black
They can't do
cat
that.
Cohasset. What does it say one more time before we go?
Black Cat Cohasset.
Black cat Cohasset. Well, you're living the dream, my friend. I'm jealous of you. You sound happy.
Well, sometimes I'm jealous of you, Lyle. So
I know.
I just want to say maybe the grass is always greener.
Isn't that crazy? By the way, I fully 100% believe so strongly, so deeply that the grass is always greener because we're sitting here jealous of each other. We both have great lives, and yet I don't know. The grass is always greener. So, what's your name
Be grateful
again?
what you got. I'm Quentin.
Quentin.
Yeah.
Well, Quentin, good luck. I'm glad that your dad jizzed inside of your mom, and now you own a cookie store in his strip mall. And I mean that.
Thanks, Lyle. That really means the world to me.
Hey, you have a good night, man.
Thanks, Lyle. You too.
And if you guys go to this fucking coffee shop, let me know how it is. Tell them I sent you. I want to know how many people end up going. I don't know how many listeners we have in Cohasset. What is it? Cohasset? Massachusetts? Cohasset? Rewind the tape. You'll figure it out. Thank you, Quentin.